Hello, folks, friends. Welcome back to the Global Speedrun Association, and hi to that cat in RockChalk's background. We're back at you with the men, the myth, the legends, RockChalk and benji64. I am Shantastic93, joining you again, and joined here by Rock on X. How's it going, Rock on?
I'm super excited again. It's my third race in 2 days. It's such a pleasure to commentate here. It's such a pleasure, and Division 1 is so exciting. And I'm just looking forward because those two, mind if I just brief introduction for both of them. RockChalk has a 49.10 PB, Benji has a 49.13 PB, so they're 3 seconds apart, 2 places apart on the leaderboard. They're super close. We are in for one show of a race, I want to say.
For sure. And chat quick. Oh no, Benji already getting off the bat, and RockChalk actually losing time to Benji, even getting the ledge grab, failed Locky 2 skip. So Benji overall with the better end of this engagement.
Oof.
That said, Benji is going to lose that second back as he is running this on the Japanese version.
Oh yeah. Actually, a difference.
It's not a cat, it's a dog.
It looked like a cat, but it's a small dog. It's a cute dog. RockChalk.
He's coming out in chat.
Oh, Benji ground pounding. Hopefully the dog does not distract RockChalk too badly, but I guess he'll be fine.
I had a totally different answer planned. I hope the dog plays for like a star or two.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, no, that was a nutty start. Already getting off the bat with a clarification. Benji does play on objectively the greatest controller ever invented, the GameCube controller.
He does?
Yeah, he does play on a GameCube controller. And listen, let's get some GSA dabs in chat. Dab on the haters.
I mean, I used the controller when I ran on MU, and I did not like it, but probably the N64 adapter input is way better than the emulator input, but I don't know. I do not know the differences at that point.
Indeed. There is no rule that says that a dog can't speedrun SM64, but speciesism isn't always explicit. It can also be structural. For example, Mario 64, as you can see, a lot of the textures are very red, so inherently disadvantages are canine players.
It's actually mean towards dogs. I mean, look at that cutie pie there. We have two screens with amazing gameplay and a dog. I mean, come on. You don't ask for more.
Actually kind of violating the rules. We do have apparently 3 competitors here. We do have these 2 young men playing, as well as 1 very good boy.
We should be looking into that. Should have to actually read through the rules, skip through them afterwards. Let's see if that's actually a legal move. But back to the game maybe, because both got cannonless here without any problem. Looking good. For sure.
I was going to say that if Benji needs a second player to join him, he does have experience in the 2-player, 1-controller category, so certainly not super far out of advantage here.
That could be a next division for SM64 70 star. One human and 1 animal.
One
just
dog
sharing a controller. Preferably doggos, but cats are also fine. But we don't discriminate. If it's birds, if it's anything else, I mean, just go for it.
For sure.
Going for it. Both going for 100 points now. Looking clean so far by both. No hiccups, no dusty dives.
And Benji making this pro cycle, and it looks like RockChalk also making it. Very clean pro cycles from both players.
Getting good, blue corner RNG. Game not being mean towards any of them, being neutral.
And a clean rollout from Benji, gonna be cleaning up the star. RockChalk losing just a frame, just a little bitty frame.
Oh, small hiccup there, but no big O. Still neck and neck. Very close to each other. 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 Lab 100 fun.
Commentator having a hard time focusing, has seen the dog recently and quite frankly fixated. But has a job to do. Darn it, we're gonna do it.
Can't actually be blamed for it because it was a cute dog. Come on. Yeah.
You can tell by the look on his face, hopping up, not disturbing RockChalk, just saying hi to the stream. Clearly the best boy.
The best boy. And seriously, having that oh my dog and Jet, exactly. That's what's up.
Couple oh my dogs, couple Frankerz's, a couple wowies. Some very great dog representation here in chat. And some great star representation here in Womp's Fortress, as both players not really dropping any balls anywhere. Both coming here hot on each other's trails. Benji's still a little bit ahead. Yeah, Benji's still a little ahead thanks to the mostly the Japanese version of the game.
And probably the ledge grab, but
yeah, the ledge grab.
Skip. One commentator distracted by dog, another commentator can't talk properly. But we'll go through it. We'll get through this.
Indeed. In fact, the players are the only not scuffed part of this current game going on right now, which is certainly good news for the audience.
Oh, speaking of which, first hiccup here in Womps, but not too big of a mistake. RockChalk also wrapping up Womps. I will see some slide action if I'm not mistaken. Can we get some guesses in chat what the slide times were? They both had a sub 13, 12.7, 12.8 if I'm not mistaken. So we'll see if they can top that. I'm guessing Benji gets a 12.6 now, I'm believing in him. .8 in chat, I'm saying 12.6, let's see.
12.6.
The script doesn't lie, people, the script doesn't lie.
Rock on, the God Gamer, clearly paying attention. Did analyze the scouting reports.
I'm just reading the script, it's not 12.8. 1.1 second off, but still good, still good. Beautiful flying.
Very nice line from Benji. Super optimized on that second batch. Does decide to forehead the third set of coin. Ooh, RockChalk.
RockChalk missing some. Not missing it.
Yeah, I'm just sorry. I make the same sound for super optimized movement as I do for like really big mistakes.
Nah, because I was just watching Benji's screen, and that's why I assumed. But we should not assume. We should check the facts and look at it.
Oh my goodness! RockChalk's dog is chasing its tail in the background. Its tail. Oh my goodness.
The goodest of all the boys. Oh, Benji missing the switch here.
Right.
How cute can one dog be? Oh my god.
The dog clearly aware that it is performing for hundreds of viewers right now.
Doing his best or her best.
Yes, that dog is my child. I have adopted it. I will now care for it.
You wish.
With all the love in the world. Oh, hey, Benji is also playing the game. He's gonna have to settle for a normal cycle here, unfortunately.
Benji almost fell off. That was really close, but he got it. RockChalk taking over your lead. Let's see. No double firsties here. Oh! And a ledge grab and a bonk. But
alright, and now they're dead even.
Almost synced. Let's see what Bowser has for them. Let's see if he dances, just like the dog just did. I would like that.
Yeah,
nope.
Indeed.
Looking the throws.
Yeah, looks like no dances, unfortunately.
But Not even a second apart.
Yeah, just very, very close to each other. And chat pointing out that there is indeed a race going on. Certainly new knowledge to the commentators was focused on the spotlight, honestly, of the race.
I mean, it was some respect due because that was really impressive tail chasing right there. But let's see. Oh, RockChalk doing the...
Yeah, RockChalk doing the slide up the hill.
Saving a little bit of time. And both up there. RockChalk stomping the ground, missing the box. Benji taking the lead. Those guys are trading it back and forth right now. I'm loving it. Dog again. Going ham. Going ham.
But sorry, back to the race. We are getting crucial information on both of these runners that the dog's name is indeed Frank. So we're going to need some Frankerzies here in chat.
That's just perfect.
Going to need some confirmation. Hopefully a representative from Blue Esports can let us know what the name of the dog is. Looks like Benji missing the wall kicks will work main movement, backing it up pretty cleanly.
Fast backup, yeah, and now again RockChalk by a fraction of a second in the lead.
And some really impressive movement, honestly, by Frank. Getting some dustless movement here, chasing his tail. Probably more thanks to RockChalk, clearly vacuuming the fabric and keeping his bed nice and covered. Certainly a good way to make sure that nothing, gets into your sheets and or causes it to like dust up.
But also a lot of practice by the dog. You don't get dustless tail chasing by doing it like once in a week. You have to do it constantly. You have to practice it.
Yeah, indeed. Unfortunately, the hitbox on Frank's tail not quite as comprehensive as the one on Bowser's. So,
yeah,
one thing that
more like the manta rays rings.
Oh yeah, like the manta rays rings. Benji meanwhile cleaning up here, and RockChalk going for CCM17.
Yeah, we have a difference in route here, which means we will have to wait until after SSL or even later. But I'm guessing that RockChalk will go for the double pillars here in SSL afterwards. We'll have to see.
RockChalk missed that coin. Gonna have to get all of these in a row. Oh no, misses both coins.
Oh.
Okay. Oh wait, I forgot. That is CCM17. It doesn't matter. Never mind. It's CCM17, and he entered with 19 points, so he's totally fine.
Yeah, he's perfectly fine. I was just calculating, and I'm really bad at math. Shoutouts to my math teacher.
Yeah, a commentator not used to seeing CCM17. Shoutouts to Rockon's math teacher, though. Quite frankly, math is about letters, not numbers. So if you're bad at arithmetic, after the 5th grade, doesn't really matter much.
Yeah, true.
That said, for those of you who don't know, on Bowser, if you run through Bowser's tail, and then you press B afterward, Benji, you're missing the first coin, I believe has an extra safety coin. So, you can afford to miss more.
Got the safety coin. So
yeah, so he's going to be missing 2 coins here at the end.
Yep.
So there's that glitchy grab you can do on Bowser's tail. I wonder if, while sitting, Frank has tried kind of just chewing on his tail, and then while he's chasing, just snap his teeth down, and then immediately like clasping the tail with that glitchy grab.
We should tell him. We should RockChalk that. We should tell him. He has to know.
I feel like that would be one of the more impressive tricks to future Pet.
Yeah, definitely. That will be award-winning, at least in my book. All right, RockChalk. Actually fighting Booking, no problem at all. Got the good movement there. Not falling down or whatever.
Okay, yeah. For some reason I forgot that RockChalk was in BDH, and I thought that RockChalk was in CCM18. Yeah, indeed. I I wonder if speedrunners, like, if dogs like want their speedrunner like owners to like teach them tricks, and then the speedrunners be like, tricks save seconds, movement saves minutes, and then sends like the stick and sends the dog to run after it.
Actually, a good question.
That would be really hilarious.
All right, so RockChalk has to get. If he does the route, I think he'll do. He has to get 5 stars, 4 stars in SSL because he's gonna grab the bunny. So that means double pillarless most of the time. That means a little bit of riskier route here, saving a little bit of time over the route of Benji, but we'll see again after SSL what's the deal.
Clean bunny grab here.
Clean bunny grab, no problem. And let's see how Benji's booth fight actually turns out to be. Punching him, yeah, no big deal. It's all good. Those runners don't mess up big time. Here we go, first place.
Tama!
Oh, Tama plus, oh no, but
Ooh.
Loses the bomb. Oh no, has to back up now. Also, not dying is a good option in runs, so.
Yeah, not dying is a winning strategy generally.
Yeah, in general. But, you know, sometimes in randomizer it's not necessary, but never mind, we're not in randomizer. We are in the good old vanilla version of the game.
Frank is up all night. But we're gonna see this Tama again.
Frank is partying, RockChalk getting, as it looks like, clean. Second try Tama plus, looking good. Gonna cash in that star, he has earned it.
Yes, indeed. That version of pillarless is where essentially you skip. The easiest version is where you dive over the hill and then you use the part before the hill to set up another double jump. You can with perfect timing, and it looks like Benji also going for
also
that hard
plus.
Yeah, perfect. And
nailing it,
basically
actually.
skip jumping over the hill and oh, a second. And now RockChalk 2 for 3 here.
Beautiful. Has to collect secrets now, but that should not be a problem at all.
And yeah, that version of pillarless is of course named for the incredibly talented runner himself, Tama Plus. And so the Tama Plus pillarless is the most optimized version of this.
Tama Plus 82.
Indeed. Tama Plus 82. We cut out the 82 because it was a little redundant, and
yeah.
And it rhymes actually. Tama Plus pillarless. It rhymes. It's really cool naming scheme. Tama Plus 82 pillarless kind of takes it out. Although maybe you can make some kind of a perversion of a haiku out of that, but.
For the very creative people, yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, for sure. Quite frankly, if you're not like a English literature major, definitely can be a mouthful to say.
Yeah. And also, the runners are pretty close again. RockChalk may be having a 1 second lead, but neck and neck on each other's heels. No time to breathe. Benji cashing in those reds. Looking good. RockChalk bullying the bully.
Picking up that paper is benji64.
Clean movement by both players here.
Of course, paper is an American slang term for money. Not quite applicable. Benji, of course, a European runner. And in Europe, most cash is in coin form. We don't do single euros in bills, so obviously Benji going to be opting for coins over those bills.
Actually, yeah, that's true. I never thought about currency that deeply, but let's see. Oh, RockChalk getting all 3 bullies, pushing them down, bullying their big old daddy or whatever that bully represents, and cashing in a star. Again, we see a difference in the star order here in LLL. That's personal preference. Whichever star you are, I'd say least comfortable with, you do it first, or most comfortable. Depends on the runner again. Those are the differences. Oh. Yeah, but slightly messes up, but no big deal.
Yeah, it gets a nice little backup jump dive though.
Yep,
and
looking good.
Clean lava boost.
It looks like they're synced, but again, different stars. We'll see after the level. as always. Benji going for lock star here.
Yeah, and RockChalk getting a pretty clean red coins, obviously very, very smooth. And speaking of those red coins, back on the topic of currency, this game actually light years ahead of its time, because Mario is operating in coin-based Euro currency, it seems, instead of the more paper-based lira. Commentator thinking of a joke for a conversation 5 minutes ago. Can't let it go, so decides to necro the conversation, see how that works out.
I'm just thinking about Japanese yen, their coins, but I don't know when the paper actually starts and when the coins stop in the Japanese currency. Because
yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't like counting, I'm not good at math. So if I have trouble actually knowing who has how many stars and what's going on there, I have to rely on you, Shan. You have to tell me.
I know that pounds, Canadian dollars, and euros are all in coin form, at least for ones and twos, and then once you get up to fives, they're in paper form. So I would presume that one of those currencies is what we're operating in now. Since Mario is Italian, and you know, some very clear World War II era vibes from the authoritarian government that Bowser's trying to set up, I would presume that we are operating in a European kingdom and castle. And possibly that Peach, but Peach does have a North American accent, so it's very possible that we're in Canada.
It could also be the case. We would have to ask Mr. Miyamoto himself for more lore in this beautiful game. Almost synced again. They don't give in to each other. Benji took the lead now again, always shooting back and forth, but they do not grant half a second to each other. No mistakes, no spaghetti so far, but DDD, while not being the most interesting stage in 70 Star, can be tricky. So lots of lag if you mess up camera movement. The swimming can be very optimal, and let's see if the Manta Ray is nice to everybody, because the Manta Ray has some weird rings with even weirder hitboxes. So we'll see what's happening here.
Indeed, we've got, ooh, beautiful. Just gorgeous lag reduction from both players. RockChalk actually having slightly better lag reduction.
Yeah.
Making a tiny bit of time. That's how.
He's smiling, and he has every right to smile. That was really good.
I think partly he's smiling because Frank is the most restless kiddo, like, that has ever existed.
Yeah,
he's not playing around on the windowsill, playing around on the bed.
I could not stop smiling if that was my dog. In fact, I'm smiling right now.
RockChalk, I think webcams are probably the best idea that the Global Speedrun Association has ever had, maybe next to instituting the script.
It's up there, yeah.
I mean, sorry, just forget that I said the last part, and Frank hopping up. GSA does not use and has never used the script for any of its races. All races are done completely improvised without any pre-planning or premeditation.
I can only sentence that.
Oh my god, he's so happy.
He's happy for his master, for RockChalk. I'll be happy too. Okay. Aside from that, both doing the rear end of the sub, understandably, because it's way less risky and it doesn't lose that much time. So both getting the first ring here, getting all 5, not doing lag reduction as far as I can tell. Nope, just taking the lag in favor of seeing the star.
Oh, and they're now less than a second apart. RockChalk really showing his mastery of the lag reduction here.
Oh, did he do? Yeah. Alright, let's see.
Yeah, so RockChalk saved even more time over Benji on that lag reduction on Manta, so certainly a deadlocked race. We're almost at sync here, so...
Oh, yeah, that was about to say.
These guys can... Oh, we're almost at sync!
That was like one kick apart. Oh man!
And now RockChalk takes the lead with the double wall kicks. Oh, but has to get an extra wall kick, so now takes a little deficit, and now we're here into a lava boost.
That is...
Give us the sync!
That is synced. Both getting the wall kicks, diving.
Oh, these players are a frame apart from each other.
That's just brilliant.
And
that's amazing.
Getting a decent ending. Oh, RockChalk
decent ending.
Benji has to wall kick back.
Yeah. Oh no, Benji! Benji!
Oh,
Benji jumping.
Benji taking it in stride, laughing pretty hard, and a beautiful backup. But
beautiful backup.
That will be the end of the sync.
Yeah, he ruined the sync, but yeah, he just overshot. He just wanted to get a quick ground pound there. Long jumping though, but the backup was actually not that bad. Good backup. And if RockChalk nails the throw, yeah.
It is the end of the sync for now, but I would stay tuned, honestly, because it looks like there might be something else in store. Can't really reveal any details quite now. Not that I know any, but keep posted, okay?
Yeah, we'll see. The sync should be up soon. I guess that's just my guess. That's my gut feeling. Also, Benji just went for a half spin and didn't quite make it, so that's a little bit of more timeless here, but no big deal. As long as you don't shoot Bowser into the lava and take that 20-second time save, you're good to go, honestly.
I am noticing something. Every time RockChalk's dog appears on screen, on webcam, RockChalk saves time and takes the lead.
Coincidence?
I don't know. So I think we're going to see Benji catch up until the... I think we're going to see Benji catch up. Ooh, RockChalk taking a bit of a time loss. Not quite able to get the Skeeter coin.
Yeah. Well, that happens. Oh! Did he raise the water level? No, he did not.
Didn't hit the switch, okay. Oh, that was scary. And beautiful RNG here for RockChalk. Oh my goodness. The only better RNG is to get the Skeeter in the way in front of the blue coin switch, so that as you're going for the ground pound, you kill the Skeeter as well. That is the best RNG I think that you can get. Aside from that, getting the Skeeter on your path is absolutely perfect. I guess, or is it a Skeeter or is it a Strider or whatever? I'm not sure.
I think it's a Skeeter.
A Skeeter, yeah.
That's the name I had in mind. But
I just call it a Tech Type.
Yeah. Both players get good RNG so far. Looking good. I hope I didn't jinx anyone, because that tends to happen when I mention good RNG or whatever.
Don't worry, Rockon. There is no such thing as a jinx. So we got RockChalk here, got a bit of bad RNG on the Chuckya. Probably a good thing that he went for the super safe Chuckya throw. Did not have any backup points to boot.
Yeah, he would have that to go for the backup box here, but thankfully, both players with a pretty clean 100 coin game with Dry World. I feel like Benji made up like a little bit of time save here over RockChalk. I feel like they were getting closer here, but we'll see. We'll see if the triple jump wall kicks are gonna happen. Oh, double jump up there! RockChalk pulling out the big boy strats here.
Beautiful.
Both triple jump wall kicking, both getting it, looking good, and wall kicking up there, of course, no problem for a legend like RockChalk.
Benji having a super clean triple jump wall kick as well. And gets the elevator, gets the star. Mere like single-digit seconds behind. RockChalk ascending indeed. But Benji far from retrograde. Certainly is. Oh no, RockChalk missing the triple jump wall kick. Gonna be losing some time to his opponent.
Oh, but Benji not even attempting, not even going for it. Messing up the dive here, but let's do a little bit of rocky movement here, but it's all good. Still grabs the star, not falling down.
Chat in revolt over their favorite competitor in this race, which is the dog known as Frank. Yeah, unfortunately,
we are on your side.
Out for blood.
But we are on your side. Don't go for us. We're on your side. We're on your team. We want Darken as well. But
Frank has re-entered the building. Meanwhile, RockChalk getting a super clean ending to what Dry World absolutely no. Well, misses the. Aside from the triple jump wall kick, not many mistakes, maintaining a lead. Frank going for a little love.
Has to push him back because Frank's apparently way too much, and way too close.
I think Frank wants some cuddles.
Aww. Come on, man. You got 10 seconds break between stars. At least give him a little pat or two. He deserves it. Good secrets by both. Yeah, good ending for Benji. RockChalk jumping over there, not ledge grabbing, looking good. Benji ledge grabbing, but still fine. Looking good. And let's see how far we are apart.
Yeah, RockChalk actually tried to get Frank to qualify for the GSA Division 2, but unfortunately, every time Frank went for the 100-point stars, he just kept eating the coins and wound up with fewer points than was possible to get the stars with. So kept getting disqualified, unfortunately, because yeah.
Which is really unfair because he would still beat my 70-star type, so he should have been able to participate, but...
Rock on hitting us with the most relatable meme of 2019. Which is that Frank could probably bop both of us and pretty much everyone watching this run.
I can't speak for you or chat, but my time definitely. And I think they're like 5 seconds apart, 5 seconds-ish. If
yeah, about
okay.
Unfortunate. So yeah, they're about 11, 12 seconds apart.
Okay, because the last time I looked at the time was like the beginning of THI. Yeah, so okay.
Sorry, yeah, I was overestimating the star spawn time. I think the star spawn time into fade out is about 8 seconds.
Yeah, but I think RockChalk actually made up some time and it just got a little bit farther away.
Yeah, for sure. And after getting bought by that Piranha thing, it went to about 10.
Yeah. 10 sounds about right, yeah.
I think that the face cams are definitely one of the best additions. That it seems to be inspired partly by the live event format of PACE. Obviously, live competitive events, certainly nothing new to have live events be showing face cams. Definitely a great portion of the event's features, but to implement that into the online versions of these qualifiers and these leagues, certainly one of the finest decisions. I do regret not putting a little more analysis into the facial expressions of Benji and how he's reacting to this race, but quite frankly, I have not looked at his face cam for this entire race, and it has nothing to do with Benji.
Yeah, maybe once or twice, but that's just because there's a cute dog on the other side of the screen. I mean,
yeah, we got Wowie Williams just like bumping in and out of the frame over and over and over again.
Yeah. Alright, both getting good movement here. Mountain clip has worked for both, and breezeless attempt.
Doesn't quite get it.
That was close though. That was close. Clips out again. Let's see what Benji does. Oh, Benji also clipping through. Has to go up there.
And we are... Oof, we're 0 for 4 in breezeless attempts.
Monka as twice. Feels bad, man.
We're gonna see RockChalk go here for those red coins. Red coins deceptively scary. You can die here very easily on these mushrooms, no matter what movement you choose to do.
I mean, the star is called Scary Shrooms Red Coins, right? So there's a reason. I died so often as a child, and I don't even know why, because you just have to jump in the middle of the mushrooms and just stand still. But apparently I was not able to do that. However, RockChalk wrapping it up pretty well. Benji taking small timeless because the leg is real during this star, but wrapping it up as well.
For sure.
Looking good. And we have the box star left for both, if I'm not completely mistaken. Good stuff by RockChalk here. Looking good.
Yeah, RockChalk playing super clean here in TTN. Going to be going on to Snowman's Land. Not known as Spaghetti Land because, largely speaking, for runners of this caliber, it is quite free.
Yeah, there are a few things here and there, but SL, at least you don't have to do 100 coins, which is an RNG fest and 120 stars, so yeah, should be fine. I trust those two. They've played really well so far, so I do not expect major hiccups here. Benji climbing the head of the snowman. Beautiful movement here, gets the roll out. RockChalk, however, not giving in. Just as beautiful, guys.
Yeah, it looks like RockChalk actually messed up Snowman's head movement and missed the wall kick and had to back it up. I assume he did roll from the freezing pond because usually if you mess up the early big head movement, you just back up with the wall kick and get Snowman's big head. Benji having a little struggle here with the Ice House star. Oh no, RockChalk actually just did a different star to start with. So yeah, RockChalk not actually making any mistakes here.
RockChalk just did the deep freeze maze, which was confusing as a child. I might have been a stupid child, come to think of. The more I talk about how I experienced this game as a child, the more I'm convinced I was not the brightest. But, oh well, doesn't matter. Benji not getting the ground pound there has to turn around, but still good.
Yeah, listen, I'm gonna be honest. I'm trying to stay as enthusiastic about this race as possible, and both these runners are playing really well. But it's hard to pretend that this isn't truly a competition between Frank, the speedrun dog, and Benji's mouse cursor, which is currently locked within his timer. Unfortunately, those are the two two main sources of attraction.
Why did you have to mention the mouse cursor? I have not seen the mouse cursor. Now I can.
Commentator. Commentator, bit of a sadist, decides, listen, if I'm gonna suffer through it, you are too.
Yeah.
And RockChalk getting a clean second nips.
But to be honest, I would have done the same, so I can't actually be mad at you. I would have just mentioned it as well. RockChalk grabbing that bunny, squeezing out a star, or maybe the bunny just gives it to RockChalk voluntarily. I doubt there's animaturity in the child's game. Benji also getting it. Alright. Again, HMC not the most interesting stage in 70 star, but still some minor things like shoulders, like the RNG of the boulders. Box jump, if you do some weird stuff when you're out of bounds, you can technically die, but I doubt that will happen to any of those two. RockChalk just proved me right. Did a really good box jump, really good Nessie Star here, or Dory as she's called in the English version, as I learned a couple of days ago.
Yeah, indeed. And it is an appropriate name for sure. As no matter what happens, as Mario runs around, struggles to jump over walls and pick up stars, she just keeps swimming. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, swimming.
Do you think Dory is called Dory in the Finding movies because of that Dory?
No, honestly, I think that this Dory is named after that Dory. Because as we mentioned before, this is a very cultural, this entire game is actually a cultural monument to a lot of the early to mid 2000s pop culture. Very much ahead of its time, honestly.
Thinking ahead, yeah. Nintendo's always been very impressive with being creative and being like on the sense of time and just grasping what's gonna be good.
Yeah, indeed. References to the Euro. Definitely a lot of political undertones to the plot of Super Mario 64.
6 years before the Euro was actually established. That's crazy.
Yeah, for sure. It's really nutty, honestly. Just a lot of prophecy here. And Frank clearly agrees with me because he just took a moment to look at the camera and can't.
Yeah, that just means he's
that he has to drive
on your side. Nah, he's on your side. You're good.
Oh yeah. Frank's in my corner, honestly.
Yeah. And
yeah.
RockChalk, yeah, enter stage to quit the stage, of course, exit stage, and Benji also wrapping it up. So we are about to enter Tippy.
RockChalk actually opting not to go for the 50-star door skip, otherwise known as the Woko clip. It can be quite inconsistent if you're not super consistent with PLJs, and it does have the added risk of if it fails, you're going to lose about 10 seconds, and if it succeeds, your run is going to be invalid.
Oh no! Speaking of time loss, RockChalk diving straight down.
Yeah,
first blocking,
real rough.
And now we're basically synced. Not even a second apart. Making it interesting again.
Yeah, just...
Oh no, RockChalk!
Oh, RockChalk! Really struggling. First, yes, the second death in less than a minute.
Yeah.
And now it looks like Benji going to be taking a decisive lead here, going to be finishing up the Lucky 2 bounce. Of course, the first, ironically enough, RockChalk, the first death was bonking his head into some rocks. And I don't know what kind of rock it was. Might have been Onyx, in fact. And if you're interested in Onyx-type rocks or Onyx-type apps, you should check out our sponsor, Onyx. Go to Onyx. I believe Onyx.tv.
Yeah, TV it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Sign up Onyx.tv/speedrun, and you can play Golf Clash, a cool new free app game to support Speedrun. Earn 500 points and get a free gift subscription.
It's free real estate here in chat. Free real estate, basically.
For sure.
You gotta bring the furniture, but the house, it's free. And now RockChalk going for the bounce again, falling off again. Rainbow Ride actually not treating him well. Kind of being a bad boy in contrast to this very good boy. Sad that the good boy is off screen, but we might see him come back.
So chat calling out Commentator for saying that Golf Clash is not new. Unless Golf Clash was made in 1996, relative to what we're seeing at this current moment, I would say that pretty much anything is relatively new.
You have to put this in relation, of course.
Yeah. Commentator implementing a little bit of that future lawyer knowledge, certainly going to be applying to law school within the next 10 to 15 years.
That's also a pretty soon future compared to what we're watching.
For sure. Just straight up lawyering the chat. Again, 10 to 15 years, relatively short time considering Mario's been out for 23 years and we're still playing it. Oh no, that's a backup!
I was about to say, but I was watching Benji. Because that backup is not as easy as it looks.
That backup is so difficult. I don't even think it looks easy, let alone is easy. Holy cow. Or holy dog. Oh my dog, that is a difficult backup.
Oh my dog, indeed.
Yeah.
Oh, no, RockChalk has to do the backup again. Let's see if it works this time. Benji going for 100 coins in TTC meanwhile.
Yeah, Benji taking a pretty decisive lead here.
Yeah, but again, TTC can just... Yeah, that's the thing. Those platforms just fall down and then you don't get the jumps you want. RockChalk up there this time getting it. Let's see if TTC just spawns some random, like, non-visible, in fact, invisible walls. And just throws Mario down. That can easily happen because why not? Why not just be invisible and be in the way? Why not?
Oh, and RockChalk taking another death. Still passing down Lucky 2 bounce.
That is pretty rough, pretty bad, because Benji actually had a clean 100 coin, not giving RockChalk a chance. Come on, you got this. You got this, Rock.
This is his last attempt before having to back it up with the long movement. Looks like he might make it, just barely gets it, yes. If he had missed that, was out of backups, was going to have to go for the Noob Cruiser. And quite frankly, in my honest opinion, Noob Cruisers are like 10 times harder than the Lucky 2 bounce. And
it is really hard. and really slow.
Yeah, should only be gone for if you don't have the precision or if you just don't have any backups left.
But thankfully, he gets it with a few ledge grabs, but he didn't fall down. He got it. Megahertz, thank you for the 50 bits. 3 ledge grabs in a row, indeed.
And Benji, meanwhile, breezing through a couple of these stars, picks up that triple jump wall cake. Going to be doing another moving triple jump. Gets it.
Beautiful.
Does opt to do these stars top down. Can't say I blame him. Or actually does middle, top, and then down. Which I'm not going to lie, I think is perfectly fine.
Again, personal preference. Pretty weird to go that way, but I mean, if it works, and it does work, why not?
You know, you want to hear my hot take? My hot take is the best way to do the moving TTC stars is middle, bottom, then top. That is because you want to do the middle so that if you miss the middle, you can kick and back it up doing the bottom star. But the triple jump on moving TTC saves the most time for get a hand, which means you want to do the get a hand movement first so that if you have to back up the triple jump, you lose less time going for pit and pendulums.
Let me go through it mentally. It sounds about right. I think I can agree with that 100%, but let me just think about it for a couple of seconds. Might take me a while because, yeah, we all know. Benji, bonk in there, as I was saying, I should not think, because if I think things, stuff happens.
Thinks equals jinx, dude.
I said it yesterday, but I used to think that my positive, like, my words would jinx runners. And since yesterday, I think that my thoughts jinx runners, and that's just scary. But, yeah. Maybe that's complete nonsense, could also be. Benji wrapping up that TTC, or... I think, yeah, he did TTC 69, so he has to grab the Toadstar as his 17th.
Shoutouts to Wilco, top 120 and 70 runner, hitting us with the raid.
A 13-person raid. Shoutouts to Wilco.
But yeah, things equals jinx. That's the new motto. If you go into analysis, the run will go on dialysis. The commentator is a professional lyricist.
Pretty well formed words. Chapeau. Wilco and your gang, you just popped in the right time just to see Benji wrap it up.
Benji on 49 pace, absolutely nutty. And
saying,
wow, playing so safe here.
Walking around there.
I actually, honestly, I would like to see Benji not play all that safe because obviously that triple jump dive is pretty free. You don't generally mess that up. And Benji is, any points that RockChalk doesn't get, if I'm not mistaken, Benji is going to get those points. So Benji is still competing for more points. He wants to get as good a time as possible because the better a time he gets, the better, the more of that commiseration points pool that he is able to mop up.
Exactly, that's how I understood it as well.
Ooh, chat calling out commentators for missing a doggo appearance.
Commentators are actually doing their job and being called out for that. Crazy. All right.
Ooh, missing the triple jump is RockChalk. Gonna try and go for a cheeky wall kick and
gets it. Second try.
Yeah, it kind of insists on.
Let's see, but if Benji doesn't miss a throw, and that's the first one, that is a high 49, which is nutty because that's 40 seconds apart from his PB in a race. That's 2 for 2. Grabs the tail and hits the third throw.
Nice and clean.
Beautiful. That was a really good run.
Benji's ecstatic. Definitely deserves it. Gets a 49. And wait, this isn't. Benji has a low 49 PB, right?
Yeah. It's like 40 seconds off his PB. Wait, let me check.
40 seconds off his PB.
Yeah,
so it's a 49.52.
So yeah,
it's Benji.
39 seconds off his PB, which is crazy good in a race. He didn't actually split, yeah, I forgot about that, but you can blame him.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. The joy on Benji's face over getting a 49 in that race kind of reminds me of Frank being so enthusiastic. I find it adorable. But yeah, Benji picking up that win.
Not quite as adorable, but close. It's up there. It's the second cutest.
Wow, commentator savaging SM64 top runners.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna go ahead and take the hot take that I think all of our Mario 64 racers are absolute cuties. And
of course.
Just in honor of that, I'm gonna drop myself an IAI in chat.
I cannot disagree openly, and I wouldn't because it's true.
Because it's true.
But the dog,
But the dog. And yeah, RockChalk actually on pace to finish less than 2 minutes behind his opponent. Or rather fewer than 2 minutes behind his opponent. I guess you could say both, because if you were talking about time, you would say less. If you're talking about minutes, you would say fewer. And it looks like is going to finish within 2 minutes of his opponent. So, yeah. Gonna pick up some hefty few points.
Like you said, if Benji could have saved a couple more seconds there, but I guess still brilliant time. Both players playing really well. Rainbow Ride being a jerk. I'm just gonna be straightforward here. Rainbow Ride being a jerk to RockChalk. But apart from that, really solid gameplay here. I'm loving it.
Yeah, just fantastic play from RockChalk for the first like 90% of the game. Unfortunately, all runs must tippy. Chat asking what time the next race is, and actually that race is right now. And we don't even have time for interviews. We can't get the runners in here, unfortunately, because we have to get straight going, and also because it's pre-recorded and the racers aren't actually here. So even if we had time, that would be an issue, because it's hard to have interviews with people who don't exist in the current space that you're in.
Yep.
But RockOnX, thank you so much. It has been a pleasure.
It was my pleasure, dude. It was a blast. It was a blast. Thank you.
Yeah, congratulations to all the runners, and we will see you guys in about 120 seconds.
Yep. See you guys. Stay tuned.